This is Richmond. This is my YouTube channel, and it's for math and science only. I want to make math and science very easy here. So, if you want to learn science and math, please, this is a very good channel for you. All that you need to do is just subscribe to my channel by hitting on the red subscription button there, and then you'll be part of the group. And you can also click on the notification button up there, and then you'll be notified anytime that I post a new video. Okay, so thank you.
Okay, so Sarah Chuma this one. So let's also try to tackle some of the implicit function when we are dealing with product of two functions. So it can be a situation that we are dealing with product. So how can we solve such questions? So before we even tackle a question, I want us to try this and see how we can actually simplify this type of expression. So we are to find the derivative with respect to x for this particular expression, x square and then y cube. Okay, so we are to find the derivative of this with respect to x. Okay, so all that we need to do is that now there's a product of functions here, x square and then y square. So all that we can do is that we only use what they call the product rule. And using the product rule, the first variable, let's call it u, and the second one is called v. So the product rule becomes v du dx plus u dv dx. I'm trying to say that you take the first, the v, and you don't do anything to it, and then you find the derivative of u, and then plus you write u without doing anything to it, and then you find the derivative of v. That's very simple. So this one becomes like this. So what is v? V is y cube. So I write my y cube here, and let me try and find my derivative of what? Minus x squared. Okay, plus what's my u here? My u is s squared. So I write my s squared here, and I try to find my derivative of y raised to power 3 like this. Okay, so let's do something here. So meaning y cube, right? It's in y cube, don't do anything to it. Find the derivative of x squared, and x squared is just 2x, so it's going to be 2x. That's the derivative of x squared. So plus here we just write x squared because we're not doing anything to it, and we are finding the derivative of y cube, and the y cube is going to be plus 3 y is equal to. But because we are differentiating y with respect to x, we have to apply dy x here. Okay, so here to simplify this one is going to be 2x y raised to power 3 plus here it can be 3 s square y square dy dx. So this is how we tackle such questions. So when I deal with the product, you use the product rule, and then we can easily go. All right, so I think we are good to go. So let's take example. Let's take example to see how we can solve. Example: find dy dx. So example 1, we are finding dy dx. If s cube y, find dy x. If s cube y minus 3x is equal to 2, like this. Okay, so what can we do here? What we can do is very simple here. That this is a product. Okay, because the product, we use the product rule. So let's say s cube is equal to u, and then y is equal to v. So with the first expression, or the first term, what we can do is that let's use the formula v du dx plus u dv dx. Okay, for the first term only. So let's break it down here. What is my v? My v is y, so write my v and find the derivative of my u, which is x cubed, plus what is my u, which is x cubed, and I find the derivative of my v, which is what, y, like this. Okay, so I'm done with the first term minus, we find the derivative of 3x equal to, we find the derivative of what, 2, like this. And one thing you need, that when I find the derivative of a constant is 0. Okay, so I said that if you have problem with differentiation, check out for my tutorials on differentiation, and then I've taken my time to gradually explain how the differentiation could be done in simple terms. Okay, all right, so here what we need to do is very simple here. So now I'm not doing anything to y, so I'm maintaining my y, but I find the derivative of x, and it's going to be 3x squared. Okay, and then plus here I have, I'm not doing anything to the s cube, so I write my x cube. By when I find the derivative of y, I'm going to get the y, the x, because it's just 1, so 1, and then because we are differentiating with respect to the x and its y, we add the y the x. Okay, minus, when you differentiate 3x, you get 3, okay, equal to 0. I've said this one already. So let's try and then simplify this expression terms here. You're going to get 3x squared y plus x cubed dy dx minus 3 equal to 0. Okay, I hope you are following. All right, so what that we can do here is very simple. We can just come back here and then make some simple things here. So we can do here is very simple. Let's try and see something here. Let's try and then make the y x the subject. That's our main aim. We want to make the y x the subject. So let's try and send minus 3 to where the 0 is, and we have x raised to power 3 dy dx here is equal to 3 minus 3x square y, like this. Very simple and very easy term here that we can do. Okay, so what actually can we do here next? What that we can do is that we divide here by x cubed and we divide here by s cubed. Okay, so I'm having something here, s cubed cancel s cubed, and we're left with dy over dx. Very easy now. Is equal to 3 minus 3x squared y all over x cubed. Okay, so this is definitely what we leave. So now our dy dx is equal to 3 minus, but you can factorize 3 out, but it doesn't change anything. Factor 3 out doesn't change anything. You can leave it like that, and then you are true. Okay, so this is a question 2, or example 2, that I want us to solve right now, and it's here that we should find the y dx if x raised to power 4 plus 4y is equal to 5x squared y. Okay, so we know that this is a product, but these are not products, so we solve them here. So all that we need to do, let's find the derivative of this, I'm not going to go through the normal process again. I know that you know it already. So what I'm going to do, that we are going to solve them straight away. Okay, so the derivative of x to the power 4 is 4 s to the power 3. Okay, plus the derivative of y to the power 4 is 4 y to the power 3, and then dy dx. Okay, which is equal to, this is the whole of this one. This one will be our u, and this y will be our phi. So let's find v du dx. So v du dx, you're going to get y, and find the derivative of this one, which give me 10x. So 10x, like this. Okay, and then plus, we are done with the v, so let's take u. What is our u? Our u is 5 x to the power 2. So 5x to the power 2. And find the derivative of the v, which will give us dy over dx. Okay, so this is how we are just going to find. So now we have our final thing to be like this. 4x cube plus 4y cube divided by x equal to 10 y 10x plus 5 s squared divided by x. Okay, and then we know that from this type of question we just want to find the gradient function or divided by x. So all that we need to do here is that we try to put the divided x together, so we're grouping like terms now. So I can now say that 4 y raised to the power 3 dy dx, okay, minus 5x squared dy dx, okay, it's now equal to, I can rearrange this one to get 10xy, okay, 10xy minus 4x cube, like this one. Very perfect. So what can I do next? What I can do is just simple. Let's try and do something here. Let's factorize the y dx out here. So the y dx out. We'll have it 4 y raised to the power 3 minus 5 x to the power 2, like this. Okay, it's now equal to 10xy minus 4x cube. Okay, so this is definitely what we are going to get. And then we want to divide the x, so we divide the whole of this one by 4 y raised to the power 3 minus 5x to the power 2, like this. And then we divide this one too by 4 y raised to the power 3 minus 5 to the power 2, like this. So this one can cancel this one, and then our half dy dx should be equal to 10xy minus 4x to the power 3 all over 4y raised to the power 3 minus 5x squared, like this. And this is the final solution that we can get here. Alright, that is Richmond. And then I think that if you like this tutorial, all that I need to do to share this tutorial to other people, to like, and then also comment on the comment button so that they can also do whatever you want to do for me. If you want me to prepare any tutorial on a particular topic, you leave the comment below so that I'll prepare. And anything at all that you want me to do, you just leave in a comment down below. Okay, so let's try this question. I have a question here, and the question is given that y is equal to 4 over roots s key plus 1. Show that 2 bracket open s key plus 1 bracket close divided x equal to minus 3x square y. Okay, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to do that very simple. They just wanted to prove this. So they've given us a question here, and then we to show that if this one is equal to this. Okay, so the first attempt to this question is that always be very careful dealing with this. So you need to know this and then know this, but the question, you need to simplify this one in such a way that you get something like this. Alright, so what I'm going to do here, the solution, we're going to be very easy and simple here. So my y is equal to 4 all over, let's change this one, the roots, let's change it to indices. So let's get exponent for it. So it's going to be x squared plus 1, and then exponent to be half here. Very simple, like this one. Okay, so when you get this way, it becomes very simple. Okay, so what do you do here? We multiply both sides by the denominator. So let's multiply both sides by the denominator here. So you're going to get y multiplying by s to the power 3 plus 1, and then half here is equal to 4 over x to the power 3 plus 1. I have my half here multiplying my x raised to the power 3 plus 1 here, and I have my exponent half here. Okay, So what can you see here and what can we do here? What you can see and what you can do here is simple and it is same. So we're seeing something that we have to do, alright? So this can simply cancel this one like this, alright? So here, what are we getting here? We go back to this place and we'll have y x to the power 3 plus 1 raised to the power minus half, raised to the power half is equal to, let's go to 4 here. Okay, so we are here, right? So now what can we do here? What we can do is that we can see that this is a product, this y here, and then there is another function of x here. Okay, so because of the product, let's say that this y is our u, and then the bracket is v. So let's try and then use the product rule here, and then by now you know the product rule, you know how to use the product rule, so I don't want to go back there again. Okay, for the sake of some people, let's do. So v the u the x plus u the v the x, that is the product rule. So if this one be our v, what can we do here? What we can do is here simple like. So let's write our v here, which is x to the power 3 plus 1 like this, and then with its exponent. Okay, we're not doing anything to it, and let's find the derivative, okay, of the u. So now plus, what is our u? Our u is y, write it here, and then let's find the derivative of the one in the bracket is going to be x raised to the power 3 plus 1 here, and then raised to the power half here. Okay, very easy. So what can we do next? What can we do next here? So now it's equal to 4, and let's find the derivative of 4. And I told you whenever you find the derivative of constant is 0, so the 4 can be 0 automatic. So here we have x raised to the power 3 plus 1, and then I have raised to the power half here. When I find the derivative of y, I'll have dy dx like this. Okay, and then let's come here, plus y. Let's try and find the derivative here. And then how to find the derivative of a function on a function has been taught in one of my tutorials. So if you want to understand how to find the derivative of function on a function, check out my tutorial on this topic, and then you actually understand it, because I took my time to explain everything in a simple term that everybody can easily understand. Okay, so my simple way of dealing with this is that this y, the derivative of this half will fall back and multiply the whole of this bracket. So I'm going to get half here, and I write everything in the bracket. Okay, I'm not going to use the chain rule, and then you subtract 1 from this. So half minus 1 will give us minus half. Okay, like this. And then we find the derivative of the terms in the bracket, and we get only, find the derivative here, we get 2x. Now get 3x squared. Okay, the derivative here in a bracket we get 3x squared, so multiplying 3x squared like this, which is equal to the derivative of 4 is 0. Okay, so we are moving like that. Okay, so now what can we do? They're saying that we should show that 2x raised to the power 3 plus 1 divided x is equal to negative 3 x squared y. Okay, so let's try and multiply our expression here by the denominator here 2. So multiply everything by 2, so you get 2 here, multiply by the whole of this one, have x cube plus 1 for half dy dx plus 2 multiply, so 2, have my half here, and then x to the power 3 plus 1, and I have my negative half here, multiply my 3x squared is equal to 0, because when I multiply 0 by anything I get 0, so I don't have to write it okay. So here what do? You know that these 2 can cancel these 2 because I'm multiplying, okay. And then I have my 2 x power 3 plus 1 here, and then I have half here, dy dx, now plus, I can simplify this one very simple. I can bring my 3x squared y, and then I put this one in the bracket here, s cube plus 1 raised to power minus half, like this, equal to 0. Look here very carefully. What do we do here? We can very simply, easily divide. We want to make separate this one, or try to make this one a subject. So let's divide this one by x to the power 3 plus 1, and then I have my minus half here, okay. And then I can just divide this one by x to the power 3 plus 1 raised to power negative half here. So you can see that this one can cancel this one here. And then let's look at something here. The ones in a bracket, x raised to power 3 plus 1 and x raised to power 3 plus 1 here, they are all the same. So the law of indices say that with the base is the same, you have to subtract the exponent. So you're going to get 2 here, x plus 1 here, okay, equal to 2 multiplying everything. So you now have something like this, which is plus, so we have my dy, the x here, now plus 3x. Alright, so we have something like this, because this one dividing this one, and then the base is the same. Just subtract the exponent here then from this. So you're going to be half minus half. So you're going to have half plus half will give us 1 here. So now after expressing everything here, we just get 1 here as the exponent. So by the divide x is here, divide is here, so plus 3x squared y is equal to 0, okay. So what you can do here, simplify this one, we get 1, half plus half will give me 1, so get this, my x power 3 plus 1, because the one here is not necessary for us to write it by half, or divide the x here, dy over the x here, okay, which will be equal to minus 3x squared y, because I just move it on to where the 0 is. And then the question is that we should prove that this one, show that this is not equal to this, and then it's there. So I have my 2 here, my 2 is on the top there, and then I have my s raised to power 3 plus 1 divided x is equal to negative 3 square y. So now it is proved or shown. So this is how we prove this particular question, and this is how we solve it. So if you like my tutorial, all that I want to do is just to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more tutorials like this, and you can also share the tutorial to friends, to relatives, people that you also want to help them if this tutorial has actually helped you too. Okay, this is Richmond, so we meet next time for next tutorial. God bless you and stay tuned.